I am not a bug.
I go and quit the Itoryu and look what happens to me.
Have you told Kagehisa yet?
Yeah.
Tai? After that wound of yours heals, what are you going to do?
I have no idea. If I'm gonna take on Samurai without the Itoryu to back me up, there's a good chance I'll end up dead in the streets of Bancho. Or maybe I'll hit some daimyo's procession with just a dagger and go out with a bang.
Ooh, I like that one. It's way cooler. You were joking, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oren, there's a visitor here for Master Magatsu.
A visitor?
Manji, I'm thinking it might be good to take a little trip today.
You do what you want.
What are you looking at?
Well.
No way.
Hey, you don't even know what I wanted.
You don't need to tell me. I already know. More sake, right? Let's think about this. We'll need money for lodging, food, maps, ferries to cross the river. Wow, that sure does add up, doesn't it? We need to watch our money. It won't kill you to cut back on sake.
It may not literally kill me, but it'll sure feel like it.
I said no. Now drop it.
It's a beautiful day. Maybe a little on the hot side. A bowl of kuzukiri is perfect on a day like this one. But I think what I'm really craving right now is more along the lines of a steaming encounter with a delicious young lady. But in the end, I guess it's always better to leave meetings like that to chance. I think it's time for cold sake.
What was that about, asshole?
You know, you got a lot of nerve being mouthy with me, woman. After all the whoring around you've done.
And if you weren't such a loser, I might actually be faithful to you. But now that I know what a real man is like, honey, I am never gonna come back. You are so pathetic. Why would I settle for your tiny little rhubarb when I could have his great big radish?
All right, that's enough, whore! What you really deserve is... You need to cool down, son. She's not quite as young as I was hoping to find, but her good looks will more than make up for that. And I do like a girl with a feisty side.
Who do you think you are? This woman happens to be my wife, you...
Shut it, you miscreant. Only a lowlife humiliates his wife in the middle of the street.
Baby, what is the matter with you?
So this man really is your husband, huh? I was so taken in by your beauty that I acted without thinking. I apologize.
You're quite a man. Encountering a fearless samurai isn't all that unusual, but one that walks around without a weapon is. That is one heck of an arm you've got on you.
Well, perhaps that means it's all the better to hold you with.
That was just a tip with my husband. I'm not going to pretend that I'm some innocent little girl. But you and I have only just met, sir.
You are quite right. Last thing I want is to force myself on a woman. I enjoyed this little exchange of ours, miss. Why don't we just leave it at that? So I will be moving on now.
Hold on.
Wow. That looks wonderful.
Well, it will keep us cool at least.
Mm.
I know that I said I'd treat you. But I'm afraid besides the sake, that's all I have to offer.
I'm a simple man, it's fine. My favorite dish is soybean pulp with mustard.
I have some soybean pulp. And
Rhubarb.
it's his favorite.
Say what you will, but it's clear that you still love your husband very much.
I don't know. He's just so ordinary. And terrible at his job. Is something wrong?
A long time ago, I had a friend who was poisoned at a dinner affair and died. Ever since that day, I've been suspect of accepting meals from anyone I don't know that well.
Shall I taste it first, then?
Please, if you wouldn't mind.
It's perfectly safe. I'm afraid it's not very strong, though.
It is poison. It's way too good. Huh? My fingers.
Oh, my. Don't tell me you're drunk already. If that's all the poison it takes to do you in, then it would seem your stomach is a whole lot softer than your fist.
I knew it. But why aren't you sick, too? You and I ate the exact same food and drank the exact same sake.
Ito Ryu's second in command, Kane Fusano. A former low-level cop who went broke and disappeared. Then he changed his name and joined up with the Ito Ryu. He likes to act vicious and hit on the ladies. Tell me, that sound about right?
Where did you hear all that? If we have a leak, I want to know.
I'll ask the questions here. How I get my information is none of your business. Besides, you don't have much longer to live anyway. But before you go, I want to thank you for eating my cooking. I was far more worried about pulling that off than the acting. All right, that poison's too weak to kill you. But you're clearly in pain, so as a thank you, I'll go ahead and kill you now. Right between the eyes. It's less painful that way.
This has been the biggest miscalculation I have ever made. And I do believe that a great deal of our actions are in vain. But still, no matter how bleak this position I am in right now is, I am still a commander of the Ito Ryu. So poison or not, if I let some bitch get the best of me, I can never face my comrades again.
But I blocked that with my sword. Well, maybe now you realize that you should have dodged it instead.
Idiot. Men aren't the only ones who have what it takes to kill. I'm so sorry. I've helped myself to your kimono, your sandals, and the stove, too. But I'll be sure to let someone know you're here to try to even out the score. Sorry for any inconvenience.
Ito Ryu swordsman. Shogo Morozumi. How do you know my name? I've got a question for you. Exactly how many members of the Ito Ryu are considered masters? Why do you ask? If you don't talk, I'll kill you. If you talk, I'll tell you what I want. Whether or not you trust me is your choice.
Wait, there are no official masters within the Ito Ryu. But I can think of about 30 guys whose swordsmanship would rank them somewhere just below our leaders.
30 guys, huh? And you're dead sure about that?
That's every guy we have in Edo. Now take this damn thing off me!
Well now, I lied.
Shinriji, you're looking a little better now.
You think so?
How about you, Hyakurin? Sorry about hitting you so hard earlier.
Huh. I barely even felt it.
Hey, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Before I served him that poison, I chugged down about a half a liter of sesame oil. That was definitely an adventure.
Awesome! It's so cool when you risk your life like that!
Well, I'm glad one of us thinks it's cool. All right, my loyal little bonehead. I do hope you got something out of this mission today.
Yeah, I got to pretend to everyone that I was your husband! This was by far the best mission ever!
Okay, I think it's time you went home.
What? Why? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Immortal. Immortal.
Hey, Manji. Let's stop here.
How long's it been since we ate lunch?
Not that long ago, but...
By the way, Rin, weren't you saying that because of all the important stuff we had to buy, we needed to keep an eye on our money and cut back on everything else? That was you, wasn't it?
You're right. I'm sorry. I'd like some warabi mochi and a barley tea, please. And where's the restroom? It's just inside the back door.
So that's why we're here. What is it? Number 2? Or maybe it's...
Like I'd actually answer that.
You do realize that you're blocking my light. So either sit down or get the hell out of here.
A minute ago, you were looking at something rather interesting.
It was just a map, nothing else.
But there were these marks all over it. And each mark seemed to represent a dojo that had been forced into submission by a certain group within the past few years.
Well now, you know a lot about this stuff. I thought monks kept a distance from worldly matters.
There's more. I know about the man the two of you seek as well. You have covered a whole lot of ground, and yet you still don't know where to find Kagahisa Anotsu.
Oh, really? And how do you know that?
Ujiti.
Huh?
Sure, one uji tea. And here's her mochi and barley tea.
Right, thanks.
I'd like some Sakura mochi as well.
We're out of Sakura mochi right now. But we do have Kashiwa mochi.
That'll be fun.
Great, coming right up.
All right, then. Let's pick up where we left off. When you were talking earlier, you said the man that two of you seek. How'd you know I wasn't alone?
I'm a member of the Ituryu. Okay? The name's Eiku Shizuma. And you can see for yourself that I don't have a sword on me.
I knew from the second I saw you that you weren't a monk. You smell way too much like blood. I've killed 128 men so far. Now this is just an assumption, but I'm guessing you're way ahead of me on that score. So you want to tell me why a member of the Ito Ryu is walking around without his sword?
I will kill Anotsu.
It was that Magatsu guy, wasn't it? He told you about me.
That's right. He spoke highly of your swordsmanship. But that's not all he said. He also mentioned your immortality.
Takahisa Onotsu is indeed the leader of the Ito Ryu, and he's considered a genius by many people. However, as a human, he is incapable of escaping death. And perhaps he will meet that fate before his ambition is fulfilled. I don't know your take on this, but it's my belief that you need more than just mastering the sword to be a true leader. To fulfill that dream, you need both the skill and the body to accompany it.
So your plan's to team up with me and take over the Ito Ryu together?
If we go it alone, neither one of us stands a chance against Onotsu. But if we were to take him on together...
I'm gonna let you live today. Get lost.
So that's your answer, is it?
You hurt, Manji? What happened to you?
You didn't have to drop the tray on my face, you know. What the hell was this guy thinking? He comes lunging at me with a dagger, knowing it really wouldn't do any harm to me in the end.
I know this guy. He's one of them.
Well, you've got revenge once again. You can scratch him off the list.
Look!
I thought you would be a little more open to the idea.
Are those bloodworms?
You know that old woman? I'm asking if Yaobikuni did this to you.
I don't know her name. I just know that she was an old Buddhist nun.
What are you trying to say? Does this mean that the old lady has been helping the Ito Ryu this whole time?
That's not the case at all. She put the bloodworms inside me a long time ago. Way before I had any connection whatsoever with the Ito Ryu. It's been almost 200 years now.
200 years?
I've watched the turn of an entire era with my own eyes. In that time, I've made 5 women my wives, and a good number more people my close friends. And I've watched all of them die. Death is ruthless. But being unable to die yourself, well, that's a pretty cruel fate, too. However, I still believe there is hope. There is nothing in this world that is truly immortal. That includes the two of us as well. And tonight, you will know exactly what I mean by that.
What are you babbling about?
Manji, look. Your wound.
That's weird. Where are the worms? Just get out of here!
Why did this happen?
It's poison. Most likely, it was on the tip of his dagger. That was well played, buddy. You got me good. Ekushiro. This may be it for me. Rin, if I die tonight, don't take these guys on by yourself. Find someone else who will...
That's enough! I don't want to hear any more about this! Manji! 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 You have to beat this! You can't leave me! No!
そ虚しい嘘だと実はもう次の準備をしないと朝は